Welcome back. You're watching DD India News Hour. I'm Gautam Roy. Sri Lankan President Ranil Wickremesinghe, who's also the island nation's finance minister, presented the annual budget for 2024 in Parliament on Monday. Wickremesinghe has called for upliftment of Sri Lanka and has cast aside political differences for this purpose. The president said Sri Lanka's public debt as a percentage of GDP is expected to be reduced from 128% in 2022 to 95% in 2032 under the debt restructuring supported by the International Monetary Fund. President Wickremesinghe said Sri Lanka has increased its foreign reserves to $3.5 billion. He underlined the need to use taxpayers' money to protect the stability of banks, preventing their possible collapse. Sri Lanka is going for presidential elections next year. Let me take you across now for more on this to Dr. Ahmed Muyeem Farooqi joining us from Colombo live. First of all, happy Diwali to you, Dr. Farooqi. What more can you tell us about the latest Lankan budget in terms of how it's still largely an effort to fix all the economic problems it was left with by the Rajapaksas and their ill-thought policies leaning towards China?
Good afternoon, Gautam. Yes, a very happy Diwali to you and the rest of the team back in Delhi. Yes, things had been really bad in Sri Lanka, as we have seen over the last 1.5 years, when the island nation had gone through the economic crisis, primarily because of various circumstances it had faced, like including the 2019 Easter bombings, or thereafter the COVID-19 pandemic, or even the policies which the previous regimes had undertaken. However, you see, this budget has a little bit for everybody. There have been a few measures for the social sector. There have been few measures for the public sector undertaking employees. At the same time, the government also has set its eye with regard to the IMF's bailout plan. The second tranche of which has not yet been released so far. The $330 million of second tranche that was supposed to come could not be released, primarily because of certain of the issues that had been plaguing, one of which was not so high revenue incomes from the taxes that the government had imposed. In fact, the president had highlighted this during the budget presentation, that of the 3.4 trillion Lankan rupees that they had anticipated to collect from the taxes, only about 2 trillion Lankan rupees had been collected in the first 9 months of this year. And however, he has talked about a few measures to improve the tax revenues through policy changes, as well as bringing about digitization and better administrative strategies. That is on one side. However, at the same time, there is also something with regard to improving the social sector through education and health reforms. And at the same time, we also heard that there are something for the infrastructure development of the island as well. So there is something for everybody, is what appears as of now. But the crucial thing is that the debt restructuring discussions are yet to go on. I mean, the biggest bilateral lender, China, is yet to come out and share its debt plan that they have already negotiated, supposedly negotiated with the Sri Lankan government, and come out with the official creditor committee. Once that is sorted out and all the bilateral creditors are on board, then with a comparable treatment of the debt thereabout, then the Sri Lankan government will go ahead with the other debt restructurings, that is with the commercials. So a lot of work still pending in this direction, Gautam.
Okay, let's hope that gets done too, and the people of Sri Lanka benefit from all that is being brought in to ensure that the kind of dire straits Sri Lanka was in, it comes out of it as soon as possible.